Hey everybody, welcome to
How are you?
I'm your girl Thasha
And I'm Tammi.
And we're here tonight. Are you guys ready to be fine and tell her? Because I know we are.
Yes. Thasha, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. So I'm feeling great because we at episode 13. We're doing self-care, doing empowerment. Let's get empowered. You know, it's almost like the New Year's resolution. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go.
Do you want a revolution?
Do you want a revolution? You see that hat? That's why she got it on. Power to the people. Anyway, so my weekend was just great. I just did nothing. You know, with COVID, it's very minimum you can do. Spending time with family, you know, watching stuff. We did watch the football. So the Chiefs and the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl this year. And of course, you know, who brought them to that was Tom Brady. Let's give it up for the Brady again. He leaves one team. He lets this team go, and this is their first time actually in the Super Bowl. So congratulations again, Tom Brady. So, Tammi, how was your weekend?
My weekend was really good. Everybody knows that I was under the gun when it came to my my housework, because last semester someone told me that pursuing a PhD was like mental hazing. And God knows last semester tested the faith of everything that I'm like, maybe not. But I got my house together. I did some detoxing. I cleaned out my closets. I redid my guest room. So I'm pretty good. And class started on Thursday night. So this semester I'm taking Race, Place, and Space, which is being taught by Professor Diane Wong, who I did share the podcast with last week. They were like, when I told her I was in the podcast, she's like, share it with me. So she might pop on. So Professor Wong, I do welcome you if you've decided to join me today. So yeah, I'm really excited about this semester because we get to do a project on Newark.
All right. Well, everybody, again, thank you for tuning in with us. We greatly appreciate your support, love, and motivation. Don't forget to tell a friend, family member, you know, your haters too. Tell them we want them to come on too. You know, haters.
I'm doing a lot over here, y'all.
Haters keep us motivated. But subscribe, like, and share to our YouTube channel at Fine and Tailored, and we're at Facebook at Fine and Tailored. We have a guest coming on tonight as well, and Tammy's going to introduce, and we'd like to thank Tammi for actually assisting us with Fine and Tailored, bringing on our guests for the month of January. So Tammi, take it from here.
I was talking to my cousin Dewan today, and all my friends and family who I love are literally a circle. And Dewan laughs at me, my cousin, because I bring everybody together, then get mad when they talk to each other aside from me. Tasha says I'm really jealous. I'm like, yeah, get your own friends. But then, so Nikki Manaya is, I rather prefer to call her my god sister. She's amazing. She is a New Jersey native. And she relocated to Plano, Texas. And now she opened up her own. She has an HR background, a master's in HR, but decided that this whole corporate thing wasn't working for her, right? The last place she worked was Neiman's out in Texas. And she's like, I can't do this anymore. And just out of sheer admiration, you know, I have to give her the bow down because she was like, I'm out. She started doing other things, a couple of things, and now she owns her own skincare business. She's a licensed esthetician, and the name of her company is Flirty Brow. Nikki did my microblading for my eyebrows. Unfortunately, I didn't get my second treatment because I never went back to Texas to get it done. But Mrs. Nikki Manaya, Miss Nikki Manaya, mom, single mom, great friend, great little sister. Hear ye, hear ye.
All right. Well, guys, this will be episode 13 where we're wrapping up with self-care, because you got to love on yourself to do self-care. And Nikki's going to talk about her skin products and skincare. And then, everything that we chime in, go back and watch the other episodes and get everything you need, about exercising, doing your massage. I actually scheduled my massage, so I'm ready. Next Friday.
Vanessa. And I'll just to reiterate before we bring Nikki on, as Black people overall, we don't tend to take care of ourselves until it's a problem, right? So we talked about working out, right? That's usually the New Year's resolution. We talked about physical fitness outside of the gym. Miss Jenny Baggerty talked about the cycling club and things of that nature. And then Melanie Harris talked about being a vegan. We had Mr. Chavis on. He's a personal trainer and talked about beating up. You got to love to eat as much as you love to work out. And then we had Miss Vanetta Anderson Harris, who talked about the essentials of getting a massage is just more than a good feeling. It really is a medically claimed, and Thasha could attest, because she was in Tasha's vein last week, talking all the medical terms. And I always talk about skin. You're only as good as the skin you're in, right? Not just physically, not just emotionally, but physically. What is your skin looking like these days? So Nikki's going to give a little, give us some tips about taking care of our skin as Black women and Black men, because she not only services women, she also services men.
All right, and that goes for the men. You got to take care of that skin too.
That's right.
All right, so let's welcome Miss Nikki. Hey, Nikki.
I'm sitting backstage, adjusting myself, all nervous.
Hi, Nikki Manaya.
Hey, Tammi.
We're pretty laid back.
One of the people I get on her nerves. So tell us a little about Tell us about a little bit about who you are and what you do and what brought you to your entrepreneur venture.
Right. So as Tammi mentioned, I'm a single mom, and so relocated to Texas about 6 years ago. Went through a divorce, and so my support system was here in Texas, and it took a lot for me to move to Texas because I'm a born and raised Jersey girl. I rep Jersey.
Jersey here, Jersey girls in the house.
Out in Texas, you already know. So just really thought long and hard about it and decided to relocate to Texas just to be closer to my support system while I transitioned to being, divorced to now being a single mom. And so transitioned out here, took a corporate opportunity, worked in HR for 12 years, and found an opportunity at Neiman Marcus. And as Tammi mentioned, prepped for this senior manager position for 2 years because my boss told me that she was about to phase out of the company. And, this was my time to step up and do this role. So I prepared for it. And they decided to give the opportunity to a less seasoned person and someone that kind of fit into what she looked like, my director at that time. And it just kind of was eye-opening for me. And it made me realize, what legacy am I trying to leave behind and what makes me happy? So I guess I went through an epiphany probably about 2 years ago, back in 2018. And I met this great young lady who was in corporate as well. And she stepped completely out and she was just doing great boss moves. And she inspired me to just go ahead and do it. And so Tammi was right. I really did quit my job. I didn't tell my mother at the time, but I was like, I'm out.
She was disgusted, like most of us get.
Making pretty decent money to make it now an hourly salary. So it was an adjustment change. But when I transitioned from corporate to the beauty industry back in 2018, and as Tammi mentioned, I was microblading at that time. I loved it. I loved serving people in that capacity. I'm a people person, so I really love meeting people from all walks of life. So when to serve in that capacity and to be able to be a sounding board, to be a therapist while I'm doing facials, give people words of encouragement, I just found my calling. It just naturally comes to me. So I've been in the industry for 3 years, working on 3 years now. And last year during the pandemic, I decided to step completely out and open up my own suite. It's a it's a starting point. You know, I'm very appreciative in regards to where I am currently right now. And so it's doing very well. I've been pretty steady with clients, always still trying to grow and build a brand, but I absolutely love it.
Well, I'd like to congratulate you on that, Nikki. That's a great accomplishment and improvement. And you know, whenever you're a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, it just motivates the next person, you know.
Right.
And you're showing the young children, girls and boys, that you know it's not always about working for somebody. You actually can step out and be empowered. And it'll
Right.
work.
I completely agree with that. Like being here in Texas, I realized like being around bosses, just women that are like me, women of color that have, you know, small businesses and are really out there doing their thing. It's motivating, you know, it's competitive, but it's motivating. And so I learned from Tammi. Tammy's a hustler. Tammi will tell you, Tammi got 5 jobs. She'll be like, Nikki, this shouldn't be the only stream of income. You need to be. So, you know, I'm just always thinking about, okay, this is my goal for this month. I need to get 5 clients to be able to hit my target goal for the month. And so it's a hustle being in this industry, and it's not for the faint heart. So you don't have the tenacity and the hungry to want to succeed, then being a business owner wouldn't be a good move.
Okay, so Nikki, let me ask you a question. So what inspired you besides you leaving your job to actually go into skincare?
Well, when I was young, my mom, we used to go get our hair done at this place in Piscataway called Heads Together at that time. And seeing the hairstylist, they was, you know, pretty looking women. We used to go every Friday, every 2 weeks to go get our hair done. And I've always wanted to be in the beauty industry. Since I wrote up my business plan and doing my undergraduate degree at Fairleigh Dickinson, wrote up my business plan. I've always wanted to be in the industry to cater to all types of people, all walks of life. And so to be able to do it now is just, it's a dream. This is my dream. And so it's always been with me. And I did it.
So you have male and female clients?
Yes. So I typically service male and female clients. I absolutely love male clients because men, they tend to, you know, they come in not sure what they want and what they need. And so when they come in, they see me, they say, do your thing. So, you know, they're really pretty much easy flowing and going with the flow.
Okay. So Nikki, oh my God. You know, it's funny because we've had so many conversations. So when you see me guys laughing over here, I'm like to see her at this point, because Nikki is like very kind of shy. And I'm like, Nikki, go ahead and get it, Nikki. I'm not playing with you. Right? Yes. I'm like, Nikki, what do you mean you don't got your tax ID number? I'm like, on it. Like, I'm like the I go off. But what can I say? What would you say is one of the most what would you probably offer or say for African Americans and our skin? What do you most of the time see when people come in with skin issues or trying to
acne?
Right. Give me that perspective.
Well, a lot of my client base are, yes, of people of color, people that look like me, generally older, or if not my age. They don't take care of their skin, and so a lot of them are in this stage of self-care. And I guess because of social media as well, you see it on Facebook and you see it on Instagram, people promoting that self-care. And so just people not taking care of their skin. I mean, honestly, before I became an esthetician, I wasn't doing my cleansers and toners and things of that nature. When I meet with them, I tell them, I hear what their skin goals are and what they're trying to achieve. And then I recommend product. Being an esthetician, I generally don't recommend over-the-counter products. I like to recommend more aesthetics grade products, which is a level up than over-the-counter, because over-the-counter products, it has a small percentage of what's to address your issues or concerns. So they put a lot of fillers in and then you may purchase some cleanser or some pigmentation removal. It may work for the first 2, 3, 4 months, but then after that, the product, it won't work as much as what it did the first 2 months. And therefore, you're back at the store purchasing more products. Therefore, that's why I really recommend purchasing aesthetics grade products. And if it's treatable within my realm, then I can treat it. I really don't recommend people to even go to a dermatologist.
Okay.
If you have moderate acne, it can generally be treated by an esthetician with chemical peels and with a skincare line, and you committing to that process. A lot of times estheticians can really treat your issue or concern.
Okay. So what do you find that was the most common skincare issue that people of color face?
Dry skin.
Dry skin.
A lot of people don't drink a lot of water.
Right. Enough.
Honestly, a lot of my clientele are older, mature women, and so their water intake, and they're just not really taking care of their skin. They just get up and go, and that soap and water. I hear a lot of that. I ask, well, what's your daily skincare regimen? And they're like, soap and water. And I'm like, no, soap and water is not good for your skin. It really thins out your skin, and it can cause more damage than good. And so really educating my older clientele in regards to skincare and how to treat their skin, how to really take care of themselves. Drinking more water, taking care of your body. What you're not consuming on the inside will show externally. So if you're not drinking plenty of water, then it's going to show on your face.
All the toxins come out.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Exactly.
So what would you recommend, Nikki, as far as someone who, just male and female, just get up during their, morning time and they want to wash their face? For instance, I guess for me, I don't wash my face I wash it with a white rag, and it's just warm water I put on my face in the morning. But at nighttime, I put cocoa butter on my face. I've been doing it for years. And I do that because I have these blotches, light patches on my face, and they come out in the wintertime. I guess it's eczema, because now I can see other ones popping up. I'm like, that got to be eczema. So what do you recommend that people should do to their face in the morning or care at nighttime?
So you self-diagnosed, Thasha?
Yeah, I already know what's eczema.
you diagnose it.
Yeah. At nighttime, I mean, in the wintertime, it's definitely eczema.
We good for doing that. Self-diagnosis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Go to the dermatologist.
Already been there.
So I tell people, if you're a minimalist, because men tend to be minimalist. And people who are, you get some people who are just very minimum, natural, don't like to wear too much product.
Right.
At minimum, you should be using a cleanser, a toner, and moisturizer, and some sun protectant. So
that's right?
Black folks, that mytho, we only know, when they get out in that sunlight, they act like they don't need no. Yeah, we need sun protectant on that chocolate skin.
SPF 30, right, Nikki?
Yes, absolutely. So you cleanse your face. You can do it again if you're a minimalist. You don't want to do all of that foo-foo lot and all that extra. Put on a cleanser.
So let me ask you. I'm gonna ask you about the cleanser. So there's so many cleansers out there. So what per se? Because a lot of cleansers have alcohol in it. So do you recommend an alcohol base, or what type of cleansers do you recommend, like that has what ingredients in it, if I must ask?
So I definitely would recommend, like, you go see an esthetician, because a lot of us will say we have a certain skin type and it's something completely different.
So there's different skin types.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. And it's based on your zones too, right? Because like your zones could be different, right?
Right. So it's 4 different skin types. It's dry, it's combination, as Tammi mentioned, which is your oily and your T-zone. And then either you're dry or normal in your outer parameters. Or you just oily, or you have what is that 4th one? Normal skin. So there's no blemishes. You have nice elasticity, nice hydration. Depending upon what your skin type is, I tell everyone, read the ingredients on the back of your product. So if you have dry skin, in that first 3 ingredients, if any one of those say oil, then you want to steer away from that, because alcohol, because alcohol is drying and your skin is already dry. So you don't need that product for your skin. So once you really determine what your skin type is, that's when you should go ahead and purchase your product based on your skin type.
Gotcha. Okay, well, thank you. So you said the cleansing, and then you do.
Yes, cleanser, toner. Toner is great for hydration and just to really refresh your skin, and moisturizer and sun protectant.
So can I ask what? So my daily regimen is Aveeno, right? So I use their scrub.
Yes.
I use their facial cleanse, and I usually put the scrub and the facial cleanse together. Then once I wash my face with water, I use witch hazel. Right, and then I use the SPF, the Aveeno SPF moisturizer, and I usually don't have too much bad skin problems. It's just around my monthly that it gets a little cute.
Yeah, when you get the little acne and stuff like that, which is expected. Most people do. I get my hormonal acne as well. My only recommendation to you is your product. When you do your product, each product needs to be addressed separately. So you shouldn't be mixing your cleanser with your scrub. So do your cleanser first, get rid of all of that makeup and whatever bacteria for the day, and then do your scrubs. Don't mix them. Do them separately.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So in that case, so that all 3 of those cleanser, toner, and moisturizer you should do in the morning and at night.
Yes. Absolutely.
Recommended.
Twice a day. Like if you really, for those that are super into like the girly girls that like the full line, the cleanser, the moisturizer, the scrub, the mask, like those you just really rotate throughout the week. You don't have to do it every day, but at minimum, those are the 3 that's really you should be doing. Those are the 3 products that bare minimum that I would definitely recommend as an esthetician.
And so for what is something that you recommend? So someone has, like, I don't know, a pimple pops up. And I know at some point people say, oh, put alcohol on it. Don't touch it. Just let it get to the white head or the black head and put sea breeze on it. What do you recommend on that aspect?
Leave that bad boy alone. Don't.
I was dying last week, right?
I mean, popping pimples, and this is why.
She got us all messed up because, honey,
First and foremost, you're not an esthetician, so you don't know how to do it the right way, and this is why we get the hyperpigmentation. So when you're not popping your pimple the correct way, your skin overproduces melanin. You see these little spots right here? This is an overproduction of melanin. So now that you popped your pimple incorrectly with your hands squeezing it with all that bacteria, and you probably didn't even wash your hands before you even decided to pop that pimple. So now I got that bacteria in there, and now you're wondering why I got these spots on my face.
And you're the esthetician, popping pimples. Yeah. So last week I told Thasha, I was like, oh my God, I had pimples. I was going crazy, crazy. But you have to let them run their course. But I have been told if you do, once they come to a head, what I do is I take a hot rag as hot as I can stand it, and I'll press it, and then I'll put antiseptic on it, and then it goes away.
That's good. I mean,
what about toothpaste? I heard people put toothpaste on it.
They say it works. That's like gel stuff.
Honestly, yeah, I get that, because we get it.
It draws it to a head.
Yeah, that's
what it does. I've used it.
I bet there's so many things people can talk about online and comment. So guys, comment online on Facebook and YouTube if you're live with us. Some of the things that you use that you may have questions on or different things like that. Mm-hmm. Also, Nikki, what is a peeler? Like a skin peeler? Is that what you were saying? What is that?
Yes. So
did I call Nikki today? She run around with her skin peeling?
Yes. So last week, Friday, I actually had, I don't know what came over me, and Tammi already gave me a heads up about this podcast. I did a chemical peel on my face.
A chemical peel?
Yes, a chemical peel, or people skin peels. It has so many different names. A chemical peel is great for getting rid of lightening up your skin if you want to put some hydration back into your skin or minimize your pores. It can be just not to address any skin concerns, just for hydration, just to brighten up your skin, or a peel can be treated to address a specific skin concern. So me personally, I started doing peels on my face recently because I have some hyperpigmentation issues that I'm trying to address. So I don't know if you can see, I am peeling in this region.
Okay.
And how long does it take for the peel to go through its full process?
So the line that I use, it is called Skin Script. Again, it's in the esthetician grade line. And so it is fruit based and it's natural. Mm-hmm. So the peel that I'm using, I can use it every 10 to 14 days. So in the next week, I'll be doing another peel. So it's not aggressive. And again, because it's a fruit based line and the owner, they built the line not to be aggressive. Okay. You can do the peel every 10 to 14 days. But peels are really great for the winter. Winter peels are awesome because when you do your peels, you have to avoid sunlight. And you don't want to put on any makeup. You want to let the skin peel. You want to really let the skin fall off. You don't want to pick at it. And so that's really what I'm doing right now.
So
I look a little natural right now, no makeup, nothing.
Okay, so with the skin peel, you wait the 14 days before you can put any makeup on or any product on your face? Well, or do you still cleanse your face with those 3 things you were saying?
Correct. So I just cleanse with just my cleanser and my moisturizer and my sun protectant.
Okay.
So you'll do that
for the next 10 to 14 days. So usually like a week, at least a week until the peeling stops.
Okay. So how long will your face peel after this?
Last time my face peeled almost 3.5 weeks.
So I guess it varies depending on the person.
What is it shedding? Is it shedding
type? Like your skin is resilient and you can handle peels. Some people really have like mild flaking, and then others have more visible flaking. Mm-hmm.
So is that something that you would have to purchase through you? Is that something you could get yourself?
Yes. So
I need that in my life.
So, I was thinking about something because, I'm a Jersey girl and I miss Jersey so much. And I really would love to bring this back to New Jersey because we know a lot of people who need this.
Mm-hmm. So Nikki, you can do a pop-up shop.
You can do it. I did. You know what? I did host a pop-up shop last year. It was so
right before COVID hit. It was
right. The blessing. Yes. It was
Kim
right.
Sold her coats. Kim sold her coats. People were so many people did. You had a lot of vendors there too.
Yeah, we had a lot of great vendors. It was a really great experience. But maybe sometime next year, tell Mama say hi. Next year we can have I might host another pop-up shop.
So how do I get that product from you? Like I do
Well,
want to.
you and I can talk offline because I can actually order it and then I'll send it to you, and then we can do the peel together. Like,
yeah, Tammi trying to get her thing done on your life right now.
That's
But
No,
like you said, Nikki, you said you would rather people go ahead and consult, an esthetician first or the dermatologist before you start doing anything like that, because it's different products that people may be allergic to too.
Right, exactly. Like my fruit-based line, some people may be allergic to some of the fruits. It's such a natural line. Some people may be allergic to the stuff and some of the product inside of the skincare line. And so if it's treatable within an esthetician scope, we can treat it.
Gotcha.
You don't have to spend thousands of dollars to go to a dermatologist. I mean, up to the point where we could potentially treat cystic acne.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And normally when people get the acne, it can come from things that you're putting inside your body.
Absolutely. Yes.
Nutrition, watching nutrition.
Down, it's hormonal. And usually I tell people, the hairs that grow under your chin or the hyperpigmentation is generally hormonal. So a lot of times I refer my people to go to see their OBGYN or their doctor, see what the issue is, and then come back to me, because it doesn't make sense as an esthetician for me to treat your concern when you haven't addressed the underlying issue.
Right. So we have a question, Nikki, from Preston Dawkins. What can you do if the detergent in your washcloth irritates your face? Change your detergent.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. You want to change your detergent. And how often are you using the washcloth?
Right. That's a good thing. How often are you using that washcloth?
Ideally, honestly, either every day, as necessary, every day you should be switching that bad boy out, because it's dirt, debris, and so you want to have some nice clean washcloths and use them every day.
And do you recommend? Because I know for me, if sometimes I notice if I use a color one, something breaks out on my face, so I try to do my base and put a white washcloth that has no dyes in it. So you might want to try that as well. Use a washcloth that doesn't have any dyes in it at all.
Yes. So I only use white terry cloth towels.
Terry cloth.
They're super soft. And so
he said he used it once.
Okay.
Well, that's good. If you use it once, you might want to change the rag.
Yes, if she uses it only that one time, yes, she may either have sensitivity to either the material or the detergent itself. So
you said a terry cloth
detergent. I'm sorry.
You said a terry cloth.
Yeah, it's like super soft.
Okay.
Well, and would you recommend only white?
I mean, as esthetician, I've seen estheticians that use just different colors. I mean, honestly, I don't think that really has an effect on it. It just, again, it depends on what you're washing it with. And so in her case, the detergent that she's using may be...
That's a he too, Nikki.
I'm sorry, the detergent that he's using may be causing some skin irritation for him.
And then I guess probably try not to use anything on that wash rag. Just use the hot water.
Yes, absolutely. Like when I clean my towels, I just use bleach and that's it.
So I have two questions. Is it best to wash your face with cold water or hot water? Because I use cold.
I like warm water.
Okay.
To be completely honest, warm water works for me. And when I'm using with my clients, they get hot towels, and so that closes up the opens up the pores. But yeah, it doesn't matter, to each its own. But generally, I usually use warm for myself personally.
Mm-hmm.
So when we typically think of skin, myself guilty, because I was sitting here thinking as you were talking, we always hone in on our face.
Right.
Tell us about the different type of things that we look at the one I talk about. Nikki. Tell us about the different acne that we experience on other parts of our bodies. Like I have I've had, as an older person, I began to develop inverted blackheads. Like I have one on my breast, and so sometimes when I go to get every year when I go get my breast exam, I have to make them put a patch around it because I don't want it to show up like it's some dot. But so I have an inverted blackhead on one of my breasts, and it's weird. And I have one on the side of my face. But we always tend to think about skin only from a perspective of our face. But what about our arms, our legs? You know what I mean? And typically people don't think about that stuff unless unless eczema is an issue or becomes irritated.
Right. So I am definitely pro, take care of the whole body.
Right.
So I do back shoes. I do facials for the back.
Really?
Yes,
back
absolutely.
shoes. Is that what you call it? Yes. Where's the comment section? You want back shoes?
I know, that's why I'm like, oh man, I would love to have like some, location in Jersey because I know it's needed, but I'm here right now. So back shoes are awesome. I love doing back shows. Just a lot of people get pimples on their back, or they have hyperpigmentation from the pimples on their back, and so people are skin peels. You can do skin peels. You can do peels on your back. You can do peels on your body, depending upon where the area is. Personally, I do peels on my body because I know how to do them. And so, I honestly really seen a good esthetician. Vajacials are awesome. I've gotten one last year.
What is that?
Vajacials. What do you think, Thasha?
The hoo-ha.
Yes. Oh, the JJ.
Vajacials.
Do the men get them too?
Vajacials. So after I get my hoo-ha wax, she does a vajacial.
Hoo-ha.
Yeah.
So do males do it too? Because I know males get wax down there too, and
So wait, take me back to the process, Nick.
Okay, so she does the full body, waxing and everything, and then she does the vajacial. And so
what does that consist of?
It consists of hot towel, steaming, extractions, everything.
I absolutely love it.
Yes. Listen, I am absolutely promoting self-care 2021 and on. It's really important, especially during this pandemic and during this sensitive climate. People are depressed. Depression is heightened, and really taking care of yourself, taking the time, whether it's 30 minutes, 20 minutes, coming to get a 30-minute, it's therapeutic.
Yeah.
It really is. Just
mentally too.
Off.
Just sitting down and letting someone take care of you, right?
Yes. And also being with child, there is products that even mothers to be can get facials as well. There's specific products that can be used for lactating moms or pregnant women. So don't think that you can't get a facial, Thasha, because you can't.
Yeah, because certain chemicals they don't want you to have while you're pregnant.
Absolutely. Right. You just disclose that, hey, I'm with child. Pertaining my, my skin. And
we learned last week about massages. There's certain pressure points that they're not supposed to do if you're pregnant. And I'm like, okay, I'm signing up for that pregnant massage. So, and I'm gonna be in there and be like, wait a minute, I was told you cannot do this on this area. You can't pinpoint, But
Preston's OCD, so she'll be in there running the whole thing.
That's okay.
I see Preston has a question on here. If you don't mind reading it, Nikki.
And Dewan did too.
Sure. Does your skin sensitivity increases as you get older? I do know that our collagen and elasticity decreases as we get older. And so, no, not really, unless you just really have, yes, I would say yes, it does get sensitive. As we age, things that did work before may no longer work for you as it relates to your skin. And so I would say, yes, it does get more sensitive if it wasn't.
Okay. That was Dewan just saying something about he get oily patches next to his nose.
Okay, so
most
men are oily because they got the facial hairs. So what I would always recommend when I get my men clients, I usually do a deep cleansing facial.
Okay.
And so with the deep cleansing, we're doing extractions, getting rid of those blackheads, whiteheads, generally around the nose in this region. So I would say just a nice deep cleansing facial. What is his skincare routine? Is he taking care of his skin at home? I mean, again, most men are minimalists. They don't want to do the whole hydrating mask unless, we get Judy and them, that do like all of that stuff. But, most men are minimalists. They just want to cleanse, moisturize, and hit that door. So he should, I will always recommend a cleanser, moisturizer, and some sun protectant.
Okay.
And then if he's oily, then he needs that's oil based, more like a water based product.
Water based.
So it's very important when he goes out and goes to the grocery store, read the back of the label of the product, and if it says oil in one of the first three list one of the first three ingredients, right? Then that product wouldn't be a good fit for you.
And I can tell you guys this, because I love to shop. Sometimes when you're at Marshall's, Home Goods, or TJ Maxx, go to their little facial section. They got some stuff up in there. And it'd be really expensive stuff for, so I say utilize those type of things because it's in there. Because I was telling Nifa that. I was like, Nifa, you never go to that side of the store.
I want to know, what is that gentleman doing to take care of his skin? Preston?
Preston?
That's his brother-in-law.
Okay, Preston, what are you doing to take care of your skin?
Do you cleanse your skin? I mean, what's your daily routine, if any? Most men don't do this.
If not, Preston, actually, Valentine's Day is coming up, so I think that would be a great gift for Kathy.
Yes, most of these boutiques, or they have these sales going on.
Can I tell you a really good product for men? Right. A good product for men is Zur. My partner uses ZIRH. Go look it up. I'm telling you guys, don't buy it. It's a little pricey, but it's a silver and blue. Look up Zur.
And put that cocoa butter on.
Time out, Tammi.
No,
I'm telling the men to buy Zur. Nikki, have you ever heard of Zur?
No, I haven't.
That is an excellent product for men. So, guys, if you want something for Valentine's Day, tell your girl to buy you Zur. Go on Amazon. They have it. It's a little pricey, though.
So he said soap. Wash with soap.
Devon is acting crazy. Ain't nobody got time for him and his foolishness.
No.
If you're gonna put something on your face, I would probably rather go with the petroleum jelly or a mineral oil, moisturizing oil, because it doesn't clog the pores. I don't know what the first three ingredients are for the cocoa butter, but if you're really gonna keep it real basic, I would say either petroleum jelly or some mineral oil.
Really?
What I guess the suggestion would be, because we're giving out this stuff, I don't want the ladies and men on here to go and buy these products. Go see a dermatologist or a esthetician first.
Yes, absolutely.
You don't need to go out there and buy these products because you need to invest your face up.
Don't spend this money. I said go get a facial. Most people are new clients. They've never had facials. I had a client that's already been back. In a matter of a month, she's already been back 3 times. So see an esthetician, get a nice facial, take care of yourself, and then see what you can afford. Again, basic cleanser, moisturizer, sun protectant.
Nikki.
And then incorporate other products.
So what is it? What would a good facial go for? Because people don't know.
Well, in Texas, my facials are $85, and that's just for the basic glow up. And that includes extractions, a hot towel, a nice little hydrating jelly mask. But if you want more of a specialized service, like a dermaplane or a microdermabrasion, or you want chemical peels, that's when it gets a little pricey. So my peels can range from $100 to $150. Mm-hmm. Or if you want to do a package, just different prices.
Okay.
So how often would you recommend someone to get a facial?
I always tell my clients, whatever, I don't know what your pockets are like, but whatever you can afford. So if you can come see me once every 2 weeks, come.
But if they have an issue, then they probably should come and get on a treatment plan, probably.
Absolutely. I always say, like, for example, if we want to address some pigmentation issues because of the scarring or just, whatever the issue may be, and we're doing a peel series, we may do, a package deal. but with your peels, you have to purchase a full skincare line. I don't treat.
Okay.
You have to be on product, and we're prepping your skin to let the skin know, hey, you got some peels coming up. So you want to purchase a full line before you commit to the peel series. So yeah.
All right then. Well, that's cool. Thank you, Nikki. We're at 8:45. It seems time just fly by, Nikki. See? It just flies like this.
Tammi.
I was like, you're gonna want to come back. Most people do. It's like talking to your girlfriends in the lounge.
I do.
Well, you know what? So
ladies, my sweet. I want to say
that's what I was gonna say. So maybe you can give us a tour of your suite. Hey, DJ.
No, DJ. Bye. Mommy's going out. You gotta stop.
So Nikki, at this time, so your shop is located in what part of Texas?
Yeah, so I'm in Dallas, Texas. I'm right off of this freeway called Lyndon B. Johnson. It is a 6-story building, so it's not a storefront. It's a suite, but it's super cute. It's just my goal is always to cater to my clients, make it a memorable experience, and it's a whole entire vibe.
Okay, so they can contact you and find you on Facebook, Instagram,
Yes. So my contact number is 214-258-5702 if you're in the Dallas DFW area. And my website is www.flirtybrowseskin.com. So
and Tammy's going to put that on the website.
Yes, Tammi put it on the website. And I'm on Instagram. So Flirty Brows. Yeah. Flirty Brows and Skin. It's cute pink logo. So if you see the pink logo, then you know it's me.
Well, thank you for coming in again, and thank you for joining us. And I just would like to tell everybody, tell your friends, family members, Valentine's Day's coming, any day's coming. I don't think you should wait for a holiday to treat yourself or others. Get a gift card sent to somebody, give them a facial, surprise somebody, send them a facial or something like that. But thank you guys for tuning in and watching Fine and Tailored on
And more importantly, let me say this, support Black businesses. And this is the reason why we have been bringing people of color on, because a lot of times when you go to people of different ethnicities, they don't know our skin. And it's not to say they can't do well, but who knows you better than someone who has your skin, and they treat you differently. So
someone who's relatable. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, that's true. Support your business. And again, if you guys have any topics or any comments or anything that you would like to see more on Fine and Tailor, actually, this is our email here. And you guys can actually email us your topic. Or if you want us on your show one day and you want us to be up there to kind of be your guest or talk about different things, go ahead and email us. We would greatly appreciate. We're looking for support and actually sponsors to sponsor us on Fine and Tailor so we can advance. Again,
we're looking for a student who may want to do some interning because Thasha needs help. So any computer or data, anyone in that field who wants to do communications, we're looking for a student to do internship to kind of work with us, and we'll give you the credit hours you need so that you can kind of learn how to do this stuff. And once you learn how to do this is a whole vibe because it's a lot going on. Mm-hmm. So let us know. You can drop it in a DM, or as Thasha said, you can send it to the email.
Yes, and that's definitely what you can do. We're on Periscope TV, which is international. So there is a TV that's called Periscope International. You can watch all our episodes on there, and YouTube and Facebook. Next week we have a poet coming on. She is amazing. She's actually one of my godchildren, I can say. I've seen her grown up. She's in college now and she is flourishing. She's always been a flourishing girl. So because it's February and we coming up with Black History Month and also Valentine's and other holidays like President's Day is that month too. We're going to be talking about different topics in February and bring her on and have her actually give us one of her best poems that she's written and have done in front of City Hall.
We're in Richmond, right?
Yes, in Richmond, Virginia. So we're so excited to have her on, and we're so excited for February to come so we can do some different topics. But thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Nikki. Thank you for everybody's support, love, and motivation. And now you have been fine tailored.
Fine. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.